Good morning, everyone. I'm Stuart, and I'm a teacher here at Axio, and I'm here to talk to you today about Unit 3 in Book 4A. What's included in this unit? The narrative tenses. Now, what does that mean? Narrative. Well, you're basically going to be telling a story using narrative tenses. And the three main tenses we use for this are the past simple, the past continuous or progressive, and the past perfect. Okay? First up, the past simple. What do we use this tense for? This tense is used for actions that are completed at a particular time in the past. Okay? The past continuous or past progressive, two names for the same tense. Okay? This tense is used to talk about actions that were ongoing or in progress at a particular time in the past. All right, I will give you examples in a minute. And the past perfect is a little bit challenging. Okay? When we say past perfect, we mean effectively the past of the past. Now that sounds weird. That sounds strange. But we use this tense to talk about a sequence of two past actions, one happening before another. Okay? So, let us give you a couple of examples. First, the past simple tense for completed actions, remember. Okay? She wrote a letter. Okay, that's easy. All right, we've got she, our subject, wrote is our past simple tense, using an irregular verb here. Okay, and a letter is the object or the thing that she wrote. Okay, very simple. Okay, past continuous. Now, past continuous can also be used when talking about a sequence of actions or an action that was interrupted by a second action in the past or at a particular time point. Okay, so we have to have two ideas or two clauses for this tense to function correctly. So, she was writing a letter when her brother came into the room. Here we have two clauses, and it's a time clause introduced by when in the second action, and you can note that the second verb was past simple, the interrupting action in effect. Okay, so be careful with that. Always remember, past progressive requires two clauses to function correctly. Okay, third and final, we have the past perfect. Now, all perfect tenses are past tenses, okay? Because they have the past participle in their structure. All right, so with past perfect, we are looking at two actions, both in the past, and we are focusing on action number 1 before action 2. Okay, so she had written a letter by the time her brother came into the room. Okay? Now, in that case, we're looking at two actions, and we're introducing the second action with by the time because we're talking about the first action being completed before the second action occurred. Okay? Use these tenses when you are telling your stories and relating what has happened to you or to others before the time that you are speaking and telling someone. Okay? We also have in this unit the active voice and the passive voice. Okay? How to change from active sentence to a passive sentence is relatively easy. Okay? Let me go back to my first example with past simple. She wrote a letter. Now what do? We need to change the focus of the sentence. In the active, we're focusing on the subject, she, because she did the action. Okay? But in the passive, we're going to focus now on the object, the letter. Okay? So we would say, a letter was written by her. That is passive voice. Okay? Remember, we change the focus from the subject to the object, and the object effectively becomes the subject in the passive structure. Okay? We maintain, or we keep, the same verb tense. Okay? And then we add what we call the by agent at the end of the clause. And we get that by agent from the subject, the original subject, from the active sentence. Okay, there we are. A nice, quick and easy explanation for you for this unit. I'll see you in the next lesson.